Now here's another in the series Bob Whitmore's Toy Shop.
Every year, the elves work overtime to make all the toys that Santa delivers to good little boys and girls around the world. But sometimes he needs a little help. That's why Santa calls on his old friend, master toy maker, Bob Whitmore. Now let's spend some time at Bob Whitmore's Toy Shop.
Well, hello and happy Christmas Eve to all you kiddos out there. And you know, there's a note of sadness here after today. I guess I won't be talking to too many of you, seeing you there until next year. It's kind of sad. Brings a tear to my eye, but, you know, it's kind of a workup, as they say. It's like the Olympic Games. You know, you plan for months and months, and then all of a sudden you jump over the pole, and then everybody cheers and says thank you, and then you go home, and then nobody knows who you are. But anyway, I thought maybe you could help me clean up the workshop. I've pretty well got, as they say, everything put to bed, everything finished there. And then we'll call Lou and wish him a Merry Christmas. And as Mrs. Channing over at Santa's place told me, by golly, we're going to get through to that old man today, I promise you. Look, I'll meet you in the workshop.
Before we join Bob Whitmore in his workshop, here's a reminder for boys and girls. Electric tools such as saws and drills are for big folks, moms and dads, and master toy makers like Bob Whitmore. Remember, play it safe and let adults handle all big tools.
Well, hi, kids. Welcome. It's been a long Christmas season. We're back here in the workshop, and one of the things we've got to do is start gearing down, getting cleaned up here. I'm going to look outside for a second and see if we've left any... Oh, gee, is it cold out here. I'm not even wearing a jacket. No, I think everything's okay here on the outside, but, you know, it's going to be a monumental task getting this place cleaned up. Let's lock the door here for the last... Is this off the hinge or something? Must have hingivitis. Oh, there it is. Now I see what's wrong. One of the wheels from the door has come off. Well, we can't have that if we're going to lock it up. I don't want anybody getting in here. I am not a precious toy parts. How did that get out of there anyway? Well, I'll tell you. Ooh, oh, there it is. No, I'll tell you what, I'll get Debbie to fix this. I wonder what she's doing. I've got to get out of here tonight. I've got a lot of celebrating I've got to do for Christmas Eve. Just a second. Deborah! Debbie, would you come in here, please?
Yeah.
Okay, come on in. By the way, you might want to say goodbye to the kiddos. This is the last uplink dish we're doing here.
Bye.
Look, I'll tell you what, do you mind staying about 8 to 10 hours tonight?
8 to 10 hours?
Yes, well, see, I have to go, but this place is just an abysmal mess. Plus, I messed up the door. If you'd fix the door and clean up and leave about 2 or 3 in the morning, I'd appreciate it. Well, thank you, Debbie.
Mom, it's Christmas Eve.
Well, now, you should have read the fine print in the contract.
I read the fine print, and it also says I can quit.
Yeah, but it does? Oh. Well, it's been nice meeting you. Does that mean... I guess I'll be here all night. Well, Debbie, happy Christmas.
Have a happy Christmas.
Very joyful. Look at kiddos, let's call Lou and say goodbye. This is getting kind of sad. I'll meet you up front.
When was the last time you had a rich, delicious, greasy, cheese-filled hamburger just like the ones they used to make at Kramer's drugstore? Well, your chance is back to savor the incredible treat you remember from your childhood, when bags of burgers didn't have writing on them, when the grease sopped through, when the smell permeated your dad's Buick, and the shakes were so thick you could turn them upside down and they never fell out. Well, the golden age of burgers is back at Bouncing Bob Bingo's Burger Balloon. Yes, the same charbroiled flame that lifts Bob's balloon into the sky broils the burgers that are quickly making him famous. Then he descends to give yet another neighborhood the thrill of a lifetime. Bouncing Bob Bingo's Burger Balloon is the newest thing in food, and half the fun is trying to figure out where he's going to land. Remember, it's worth the wait, but you can call Bouncing Bob on his cell phone. The number is Crawford 3402. The food that's out of this world until the balloon lands. It's Bouncing Bob Bingo's Burger Balloon. And remember, in just a few months, Bob is launching a second balloon that will also sell veal on a stick.
I tell you what, let's ring up old Lou Philpott.
Philpott's Toy Park.
Well, happy holiday to you, Louis W. Philpott.
Well, Robert W. Whitmore, happy holiday and Merry Christmas to you, boy. We made it, Bob. It's Christmas Eve.
Well, I just wanted you to know that thanks to your help and Bobby and Freddie, what was the third kid who came over, the one that had the tie-dye tie that I made?
That was Little Louie.
Little Louie. Oh, yeah. Louie Jr.?
Yeah, it was Little Louie. Yeah.
Well, he bears a striking resemblance to his old man. Poor kid. Listen,
Bob.
I'm sorry. I just called to thank you for your help. You've been just immeasurable help. And we've had a lot of fun and games here and gotten everything done. And I just want to thank you very much and wish you not only a very Merry Christmas, but a healthy, happy New Year. You know, sometimes we forget that this is a religious event, and there are a lot of people, I'm sure, that come by the toy shop here that also spend time at church and putting up trees, and everybody deserves a big pat on the back.
Well, Bob, I'm sure that you've done your part this season, and I'm sure there'll be lots of little kids all over who will be happier this Christmas because you put forth such an effort this year.
By the way, you might want to turn on your radio because I'm going to try to call Santa.
Oh, well, hey,
I don't know whether you know or not because you've been busy. I've been trying to get through every day since Thanksgiving, and the switchboard keeps. We've never succeeded. But I gave them some flowers today, and I think maybe
that'll do the trick.
I hate to use the word bribery. That's illegal in some states, but I think we can get through. So if you want to listen, because you know your wife told me the other day that you haven't seen Santa since the war.
Did she say which war?
No.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
As soon as I hang up, Bob, I'll turn on the radio.
Well, Louis, have a happy holiday.
Have a happy holiday.
Well, the moment of truth is here. If we don't make it today, we don't make it. As they say in sports, we're up against the wall. There is no tomorrow. It's take it or leave it. Let's call Santa.
Hello, Santa Claus's residence. A very Merry Christmas.
Well, and a very Merry Christmas to you, Mrs. Chaining. Now, I just wanted to thank you on behalf of all the kiddos for the excellent, exemplary treatment you've given us this month.
Please, it's only what you'd expect from Santa Claus.
Speaking of the old man, you promised me today we'd get patched through.
Yes, indeed, and you called it the perfect time. Well, Bob, Merry Christmas to you and all yours. Now, I'll just patch you right through.
Well, thank you very much.
Hello?
Santa?
Yes, Merry Christmas. And who's this?
Well, this is Robert W. Whitmore.
Bob, bless your heart. I've been listening to your radio show.
Well, I didn't think I'd ever get through.
Well, I only wish you'd have called earlier in the week.
I've been trying to call... What's that?
That you... Oh, it's the elf, Bob. They want me to get back to work. Oh, I'm sorry, Bob. I'd love to talk longer, but I've got to get back to work. Christmas, you know.
Well, happy Christmas, Santa.
Merry Christmas to you, and a good night.
Well, I thought we'd never get through to the old man, but he's on his way now, probably taking off from Santa Claus runway number 1. Well, kiddos, I'll tell you what, it's been a fun time, but all good things have to come to an end. So take it from toy maker Bob Whitmore. Be kind to others, have fun, play it safe, be good to your families during this holiday season. And I'll tell you what, maybe I'll see you again next year. So goodbye, kiddos.
Thanks for joining us all this season. Have a great Christmas and a great next year.